Hey gang, welcome back to JDaddy's Garage. Today's video, well, it's basically going to be kind of an update of what is going on around the shop. I know I have not put a lot of content out in the last month or so, and I just don't have a lot to share with you. You know, I've been working on the Mustang. I did the radiator videos and stuff like that. I also worked on that Honda and took care of getting the paint done on it, and I still have some minor things to do to that car before I can actually put it up for sale. So what I decided to do, because the weather outside, cold, overcast, not very comfortable to be outside, I decided to do some renovations in the shop. And I'm in the middle of that right now. I don't know if you noticed where I'm standing or not, but this wall was exposed prior but didn't really have any insulation. This is where my toolbox was sitting. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on. Now, I do have plans, obviously, to get more stuff coming and going in and out of the shop. I have the 68 Camaro that I plan to do all the sheet metal work on, and I have the 67 Mustang that I'm going to convert to a fastback. The problem is materials, supplies. I've already looked into getting all the panels and stuff like that. Stuff is on back order, and that's affecting all of us and what we can do on these cars. I also need to, once I get everything in here kind of organized, hopefully the convertible project will be moving on to another builder, and that'll also free up my space in my garage. So I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of. So, you know, the shop is a mess right now. This corner looks great. It does, because there's nothing in it. But let me show you what is in the rest of the shop and the mess that I've created. So again, my toolbox was there. You'll notice something different. No more window. Now the window is still there, but I decided, you know, that is space that I'm giving up. Whether I want to put some shelves there or put some wall art up there or something like that, I really don't gain much by having that window. So I blocked that window off with a 2x4. And I also put cardboard on the inside so that from the outside you wouldn't see the backside of the fiberglass. Along with that, I had my workbench over here and a variety of other pieces of equipment, welders and stuff like that. Now the plan at this point is I will panel this wall. Same thing I did on the other walls. Put up the paneling and then paint it, and then that'll take care of this front section. So I'm trying to organize how I want my toolbox and bench and all that stuff to sit here. Along with that, I plan to do the rest of the shop. So at this, because I don't have enough room or enough space to move everything at one time, I decided I will come to this point, which will actually be an equal number of panels. So I think it's 4, works its way to that point where the window is. And I may even block off that window. I'm thinking about it, because I really don't gain much from it. So I'm thinking about blocking off that window. As you can see here, I have this big metal rack, just miscellaneous stuff. I'm probably going to eliminate that, get it out of here. I don't use the stuff that's in here enough to justify taking up the space. So I think I'm going to rearrange that. Further back, I've got this cabinet which has all my spray paint cans and stuff like that. And then I've got a shelf unit with miscellaneous who knows what on it, and of course the blasting cabinet and the back area. So I have to move all this stuff in order to get the insulation up and the paneling. Oh, in fact, there's a whole rack up there full of vinyl siding from the house and the garage. That's kind of spare. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Whether I want to keep that in here or find another place to put it. But I have to take that down as well. So just a combination of things. So as you can see, I have stuff everywhere. You know, in fact, I have to do something about that pile right there. That is all wire. That whole pile, about 2 feet tall, is all wire. So I need to do something with that as well. But if you look around the shop, it is just a mess. There's the toolbox, which is easy to move, the workbench, which is on wheels and fairly easy to move, and all the stuff that was on the wall is now on top of the bench or various other places. And I discovered some things, like all of this, or pretty much all of this, was underneath that bench. So it pays to move things once in a while and see what you've lost. One of the most important things I found, my chuck key. I lost the chuck key to my drill press and I found it. But there's all kinds of miscellaneous stuff like these pieces. Those are patch panels for the 31 Model A, for the inner wheel well in the back, and I never used them. So I've had these sitting here. I didn't even know they were here until I moved stuff and I found them. Another thing I wonder sometimes what I think, or what I was thinking. If you look on the back side of this bench, you'll see, well, I think those are backing plates and rotors from a, let's say a 2001 Chevy truck. Why are they there? Well, I'll tell you honestly, I forgot that I even did this. But I had several of those trucks, and I think I bought these as kind of like spares or something. I don't know. The brake pads are good, the calipers are good, but I really have no use for those because I don't have that truck anymore, and you know, I didn't even know they were there because this bench has not moved since '96, I think, when I built the shop. So I'm reconsidering how I want to arrange things. It's okay to have all of these bins right here, but I don't know if you can tell, this is kind of bowed in the middle. There's a lot of weight on that. So I may consider something. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with ideas as to what I want to do and organize things. But anyway, you see where it's at right now. And hopefully I can get the paneling up today. Maybe start getting paint up. I do have a situation I'm going to have to figure out on this front section here because my air compressor is on the other side of that wall, and I basically just have a power cord coming through the wall and my air hose. And so I've got some my PVC plumbing that's in the way, so I may have to do some rearranging with all of this as well and figure out what's going to work. But that's where we're at right now. And while I'm here, let me just tell you that I do have another paint project. A friend of mine has a Toyota Avalon, and the bumper cover got damaged, so they asked me to replace it. So I want to open up this box because I just got this morning and show you what's in the box. Now, obviously, bumper cover is pretty big, and I'm thinking what they did is they folded it down to make it fit in the box. Hopefully, it's not messed up, but I'm going to open that up and show that to you as well. Let's have a look. And I will point out, I got this off of Amazon. And this is a Kappa certified part, which is a big plus. Kappa usually means it's going to fit. Now you can see this is substantially bigger than the box. But I'm not going to unpackage it all the way. What I really wanted to do is get the box open and kind of let this thing breathe and stretch out and hopefully get the right form before I start messing with it. Anyway, just kind of want to show you that. So now you know what's going on around the shop. It's not the normal content that I would put out, but I want to keep you updated as much as I can. And I know if you're not like following along in my live streams, you may not know what's going on around the shop. I do have more content coming, and I hope to get all the materials together for the Mustang very soon. I've even considered reposting some of my older videos because a lot of subscribers may not know the stuff that I did 10 years ago. And maybe I need to repost some of that, re-edit it, make it a little more appealing, and we'll see how that goes. But at this point, that's where everything is, And I'm just hoping to get this section done, paneled, painted, and have everything back in place. And then I can start on the back half of the shop. But anyway, thanks for being here, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.